Honestly, if you go through the project for this song, the instrument names, like our pads are called Wahoo pads. That's what Wahoo pads, because the part is literally you got to vocalize it doing wow, like, and you got to do it that way.
So one thing I was experiencing in Maujooda, and we'll talk about Maujooda, because first of all I really love the title, and it's the song it's got such a great vibe. It's got such great energy. What is how do you think of that part? And like I want to know also about your influences, because I hear a lot of changes and stuff, and especially the beginning of Maujooda had that. So please. Tell me about that. Like who do you listen to, and what are your jazz influences?
It's influenced by a lot of music, which is, of course, we kind of met the last time at Jacob Collier's gig.
Yes.
So Jacob is an influence, and Jacob is an influence because there are people before him as well.
Of course.
There are jazz influences that are there, but I don't know if any of them will. I don't agree with the fact that I listen to jazz.
Yeah.
I mean, there are jazz listeners sitting on that side.
Yeah, okay, let's talk to them then, Varsha.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where's the mic?
There are jazz listeners on that side.
Yeah, Varsha, starting with you, what about you? What's your...
I feel like a recent influence definitely was Jacob, who just kind of brought a lot of that style of jazz into the forefront.
I think when we started the idea of writing this song, we had certain influences in mind. I remember there was talk about making this song sound like something The Weeknd would put together.
Cool.
But then the opening part was heavily inspired by Imogen Heap's Hide and Seek. So we've had those initial influences, and then I think we got down to writing the track, and I think we can be honest here, we sort of lost our way, but then we took 2 steps back, and then that was the moment when Maujooda was born.
So did you write the first part, was that the beginning of the song, or you all wrote the actual chorus and the hook of the song, and then you all thought of an intro?
I think it went linear in terms of the construction of stuff. A lot of the good stuff also came out. Once we laid out a particular bed, we knew roughly what zone and melody we wanted to go into. And then we just spent some time, we wrote out the lyrics, and once the lyrics appeared in front of us, and when this word Maujooda was something we arrived upon.
Who wrote this?
Tough answer. But I'm telling you, it was a...
What is a tough answer? You can just say it, bro. He wrote it.
Yeah,
he wrote it.
He's a very modest guy.
There was a lot of driving which happened from my side, sure. Yeah, the initial happened together.
All the melodies and the chorus and the word Maujooda, I think, was compiled in one long Zoom session.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I think the first couple of legs that we kind of knew we wanted in this song was one that it had to kind of have, this almost synthwave poppy kind of vibe, because it's not something that we have done before as a band.
And I've seen that everybody is speaking except Nagesh. So
Yes!
So tell me, Nagesh, when you hear when you heard the chorus, and obviously, but how did you how did you really? You just started jamming with it, or was there a part already laid out for you?
Yeah, the brief was there, but then he gave me that freedom to experiment with the track and how to design the whole drum kit for that. So the snare and all, like I layered it nicely and I created that nice thing, and then he explained the swing to me. Then I just vibed with it, and the whole beat pattern just came off like that.
First of all, I must say this, that to have a vocal band stay together for 10 years is really commendable, because they are such incredible singers. It can easily be solo acts. It was, Ronit, you want to say what your part was in this song? I know that you were doing some chorus bits, and yeah.
So to go chronologically, I'm doing plucks, then I'm doing a synth, then I'm harmonizing with Varsha, and then I'm going all out in the chorus, and then the same thing, just repeated.
So Clyde, what was your story? How?
We started out. I think I started out doing the Imogen part where
Yeah.
all of us have like
Of
a
course.
vocal layer.
They all pass.
After that, yes, arpeggios with Vash.
Yeah.
Then I had my lead line, and then I had another synth part,
Yeah.
which was like a side chain.
Yeah,
synth.
yeah.
Whoop.
Yeah.
And then I finished it up with some horns in the chorus.
Everyone has so much relevance, and everyone's just complementing each other. No one's really outdoing anyone, you know. And I mean, Varsha being the only lady in the band, how do you feel? And I know that you guys have been together for so long, but how is it like dealing with these guys, man?
It's just like family. Can I tell them, guys?
Yeah, we want
It's
all
honestly, it's family at this point.
Right.
I know I get asked that question a lot, like, what's it like to be the only girl in the band? I think I forget that I am sometimes, or they're the girls for me sometimes. I don't know. It's quite fluid, I want to say, in the band. It's quite fluid. I mean, Clyde and I refer to ourselves as the girls quite often.
Between the five of us who primarily do vocals, whenever we're doing other vocal parts as such, it's a very specific spectrum that we have. It will go like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Sure.
So that allows, even in any of the arrangements that we do, people switching between parts, people doing different tones.
It's like the
It fills
auto,
things
the
out a
auto
lot
range,
more also.
right? More like the high auto.
It kind of blends because there is a different resonance that happens when Clyde and Ronnie and Clyde are going in together. Honestly, if you go through the project for this song, the instrument names, like our pads are called Wahoo pads. That's what Wahoo pads, because the part is literally you got to vocalize it doing wow, and you got to do it that way. The point I'm trying to make actually is we've stayed together for so long that even when Ron had joined the band, he had to learn a new language almost, because now we know that, okay, hey, why don't we do what is our consonant, what is our syllable to do a particular horn, for example, or a part. It makes a big difference to how it translates on the mic or off the stick. So it's been a lot of fun in this song.
No,
especially.
and big up to your engineer who makes you guys sound great as well, because you have a very strong rhythm section and kind of fills the frequency. And I'm coming to you, Avi, to talk about your bass lines and all that, because I heard you, doing some crazy layers and stuff like that. How do you get that very dubsteppy?
So my go-to hack is something called lip bass, which is literally just and that's why we kind of, I feel, make such a great team, because he has a massive sound palette,
Right.
and I have math. And together we make a great team.
All of you are a huge source of inspiration for all the music that has been made. People have, heard your songs, they love your songs, they love your sound, they love your energy together. So more power to you, and keep doing this, guys.
Thank you.
Really,
Thank you.
really.
Thank you.
Before you guys go, I have something which I know there are a lot of these amazing products, by a brand called Moha. It's an organic brand, and I use some of these products, especially the sunscreen. It's pretty cool. It's something that you use.
Very useful for
often.
gigs.
Yeah. So and there are some great products there. I hope you like it.
Amazing.
Let's take a picture.
Awesome.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
this.
It's for all of you.